Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Story Time with Sarah. Today I'm going to be reading a story called The First Fast by Hiba Hasan. But before I start, I just want to ask you, have you ever kept a fast? Why do we fast? Well, it's important for us to fast so that we can remember the poor people and be grateful for all that we have. Sparky was sitting on the stairs when he heard Malik's mum's voice from Malik's room. Come on, Malik, you should go to bed early today. You know you have to get up very early tomorrow morning. Oh yes, Mum, I nearly forgot. Please wake me up in time for suhoor, replied Malik. Then Malik's room door closed and Sparky heard no more. I wonder why Malik wants to get up early tomorrow. Maybe something exciting is going to happen, he thought to himself. Then Sparky heard Malik's mother coming down the stairs, so he followed her down as fast as his little kitty legs would carry him. He walked into the kitchen and saw Ginger and old cat sitting on the windowsill. Sparky bounded over to the old cat and snuggled down next to him. You know, Ginger, tomorrow Malik is going to wake up really early for suhoor. But Ginger, what is suhoor? And why is Malik going to wake up so early? Asked Sparky. Well, tomorrow is the first day of Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic year. It is very special, replied Ginger. But why is it so special? What happened during Ramadan? Insisted the little kitten. Ginger told Sparky that during Ramadan, Muslims woke up really early before sunrise. They ate something, and then throughout the rest of the day, they did not eat or drink at all until sunset. Sparky was very astonished to hear about fasting, and he said, wow, they must get really hungry. Imagine not eating for the whole day. I'll bet it's really hard, right? But when there's no one watching, I bet they can eat then. But Ginger replied confidently, well, actually, I heard Malik's mum telling her that fasting is quite easy. You just have to believe that you can do it and then Allah surely helps you. And Sparky, there is always Allah watching us wherever we are. Oh yes, I remember Allah is all-seeing, all-hearing and the greatest. Thanks for telling me all this, Ginger, said Sparky quickly. So having thanked Ginger for telling him about Ramadan, Sparky scampered off before Ginger could tell him about why Muslims fast during Ramadan. That night, Sparky made up his mind to wake up early in the morning to watch Malik and her mum. The little kitten fell fast asleep and was dreaming when he heard Malik's alarm clock ringing. He quickly got out of bed and ran down to the kitchen. He watched Malik and her mother having fried eggs, toast and orange juice. He saw that Malik had finished eating, so he ran up to her and brushed against her knee. Oh, Mum, look at Sparky, he wants to fast as well, exclaimed Malik. Before her mother had time to reply, the loud adhan for the dawn prayer came. Fajr, it resounded the room. Malik and her mother said the Fajr prayer together and then went to bed. When Malik woke up, she went downstairs to the kitchen to eat breakfast. But when Sparky saw this, he remembered that Ginger had said, they don't eat anything till sunset. So he ran to Malik and shook his head, but Malik didn't notice and was just about to put some jam onto her bread when Sparky started to meow loudly. That's funny, I'm sure that Sparky is trying to tell me something. I wonder what it is, said Malik out loud. Malik's mother entered the kitchen and saw Malik spreading jam on her bread, and she reminded her softly, Malik, have you forgotten? Today you are fasting. You can't eat anything, remember? Oh yes, I had completely forgotten, Mum. That must be what Sparky was trying to tell me. Clever Sparky. Well, Malik, Sparky isn't fasting, so remember to give him his breakfast, said Mother. But when Sparky's bowl had been filled with kitty nibble, Malik saw that Sparky didn't even touch his food. He didn't take any of it. Oh dear, I hope Sparky isn't sick, thought Malik to herself. Throughout the whole day, Malik remembered not to eat or drink anything. She was very proud of herself. At 5 o'clock, an hour and a half before sunset, the doorbell rang. Malik ran to answer it and saw that it was her friend Naomi. Naomi was eating a packet of crisps and she offered Malik some crisps. Without thinking, Malik put her hand in the packet and put a crisp in her mouth. After she had swallowed it, she stopped for a second and burst into tears. Naomi was very surprised and said, Malik, what's the matter? Is something wrong? So between her tears, Malik explained to her about fasting and Ramadan and that she wasn't supposed to eat anything. Naomi felt very bad and they both ran to Malik's mother. Mother hugged Malik and told her that during fasting, if someone forgot and ate or drank anything by accident, no harm was done and the fast wasn't broken. She explained that Allah was very forgiving and merciful. When Sparky heard this, and when he heard that it was an accident, he ran off to find Ginger. He found Ginger in the backyard and he asked him why it didn't matter if it was an accident. Ginger explained to him that Malik had eaten by accident, so it didn't matter. Allah was all forgiving and merciful. Sparky, do you know why Muslims fast in Ramadan? Asked Ginger. Yes, I know. It's because Allah has told Muslims to, replied Sparky. That's true, but do you know why Allah wants Muslims to fast? Asked Ginger. No, I don't, replied Sparky innocently. It's because Allah wants people to realize how the poor and needy feel without food and that they can help them, explained Ginger. Oh, I understand now, said Sparky happily, and he gave Ginger a big hug. This time, Sparky had learned the whole lesson about Ramadan, and he went back to his basket much wiser than before. At home, everyone made a great fuss over him. Malik was nearly in tears when she saw that a kitten had not touched his food or his water at breakfast or lunch. She ran to her mother and told her about Sparky. She was reassured by her mother's caring words. Do not worry about Sparky, he'll be fine. We'll take him to vet tomorrow. The time came for Malik and her mother to break their fasts. Both of them sat together and said their du'as and prayed to Allah. They broke their fast by eating dates and drinking water. Malik knew that it was good to break the fast with dates and water because that was how Muhammad, peace be upon him, had broken his fasts. Then Malik's mother went into the kitchen to gather other food she had prepared and saw that Sparky was finally eating his food. Oh, Mummy, I understand now. We were not the only ones fasting. Sparky was fasting too. Malik was delighted. When it was night time, Malik went to sleep with a huge smile on his face. That day was very special to Malik. The reason it was special for Malik is because it was the first day that him and Sparky had fasted together. So, what have we learnt today? Well, the story shows us how important fasting is in Islam. It's one of the 5 pillars, and it helps us to be grateful to Allah. It also helps us to understand all the blessings we have. Can you think of any other reasons why we fast? Why it's important? I think it really, really does help us be grateful for all the crisps and chocolates and food we have. We know that at the end of the night, we're always going to have food. Some poor children don't always have food at the end of the night, and they fast every day and they don't eat. What do we do with that extra money? We give it to charity. All that money that we save, because we don't buy food, we send to them poor people. Isn't that nice? Can you see why it's important for us to fast and to remember those poor people? Anyway, it's time to go now. But don't worry, because I'll see you again soon on Story Time with Sarah. Assalamu alaikum.